Who's doing our opener? I vote for Wendy.
What? Well, I gotta figure out. Let's kind of review everything.
Officers scattered multiple rounds as Sonnenberg ran from his vehicle. Sonnenberg was unarmed despite police claiming he was drawing a gun. His father does not believe Ben was a threat to. According to the Brown County Medical Examiner, Ben was shot 11 times in the side, buttocks, chest, and jaw. Now realizing the 4 officers who fired those bullets, Eric Allen, Gary Riggles, Matthew Kane, and Scott Salzman, will not be suspended from work. Sonnenberg is stunned to learn the officers involved in his son's shooting will be going back to work. He says he still can't understand why his son died at the hands of Green Bay police.
I'm empty. I'm wore out. I'm empty. My family's empty. We hurt. Physically, mentally.
The Green Bay police chief telling Bill Sonnenberg this morning Ben died by police suicide.
I don't believe it.
Wendy Coriel brought a wooden cross decorated in red, white, and blue. She says it symbolizes her disgust with what she calls church and state merging together.
Well, you can drop off your display. It's not going off. Look, I run the city, and we have...
Oh, so you run this city. No, the people run this city, sir. The people run this city.
They do.
Used to pit people against each other.
And I'm here as an agnostic and a person that represents all faiths and beliefs. There was an addition to our First Amendment that clarifies that government will not favor one religion over another or favor religion over non-religion. Clearly this has been violated as the Nativity is now the only religious symbol remaining on top of City Hall. Tattoo's peace sign was rejected, as well as my symbol of separation of church and state. The Nativity sign in itself doesn't even fit into the guidelines that the city came up with yesterday.
Thanks to that, many Green Bay citizens are arguing during what should be a time of peace, goodwill, and love.
Some people are calling the proposed economic bailout an economic cop-out.
If I was irresponsible and ran my business into the ground, should it be the taxpayer's responsibility to bail me out? No.
Wendy Coriel organized Saturday's protest in Green Bay.
The bailout is robbery and they're robbing you! If they're going to bail anybody out, they should bail out the people that can't pay for their mortgages. Maybe they'll go home and they'll make a call.
In Green Bay, Lou Hillman, Fox 11 News.
One woman who's also a candidate for alderman has started a rat fund to buy poison and traps for people who can't afford it.
What really needs to be done is these rats need to be killed.
Now, we did try contacting the current alderman of the district about the rat problem. We're told he's out of town until Tuesday.
Rats invading a Green Bay neighborhood. We told you about one woman's efforts to stop the problem by raising money for traps and poison. Now, the district's alderman is speaking out. NBC 26 video journalist Wendy Navani has the very latest.
Stacy, the scope of the problem is even more far-reaching than we thought.
Really the whole near west side from the river up.
I just woke up. Alright, extremely busy weekend this weekend. I've got 2 really tight deadlines to meet. And what actually woke me up is hearing my landlady's voice on my answer machine.
Good morning, Wendy. This is Jerry. Good afternoon. I just received a message from the city of Green Bay in regards to you have rats, solid waste not being collected on the correct days, and the maintenance of foundation filling the holes in the foundation wall. That's to be corrected on 11/13/2009, and I could charge $50 for the assess for each inspection required after another correction date. In addition to each day the violation continues after its notice, in other words, I would charge $50 per day. Would you call and let me know when you're going to be home so I can come down there tomorrow? I will appreciate it. Please give me a call as soon as. Thank you.
Right. I'm sunk in the ground here, had a little waterfall. We decided to sell it because we were struggling. It's kind of ironic because I would imagine if we would still have this here, that we would have been cited with one of these. Okay, let's try to go a little bit further. Let's see. Here's another trapped rat. Notice that the tail is shorter than the body. Okay, but again, these are gray rats.
Hey, look, I ate some bad fruitcake and I gotta go home and rest. So, Dwayne, you take over. You're mayor for the rest of the night, okay?
Alrighty, step down. I'm the mayor now.
Not forever, just for tonight.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, let's get on with it. We gotta discuss what we're gonna get the mayor for Christmas, alright?
Let's get him a tie-dye shirt and some incense. Let's give him a one-way trip to Mars.
Butthole, you stole my shirt.
Oh yeah? It looks better on me too, because my skin isn't all burnt up.
Hey, look, I'm so hungry I could eat my gavel. Eh? Let's get delivery. What should we get? 1 billion sandwiches. Let's try that Hungarian place down the road. I have a menu right here. Tuesday special. Rooster testicle stew with cilantro and mushrooms. Yuck! I hate cilantro. Sausage and eggs and bacon cheeseburgers and more sausage.
Guy, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack eating like that.
My heart.
Somebody call 911.
I'm being sarcastic. I can eat what I want. Freedom of eats.
We're here with longtime alderman and county supervisor Guy Zima, who just got his butt handed to him in both the city and county races. What are your plans now, Alderman?
Obviously, I'm going to fucking Disney.
Majority of my time to debunk a few myths as far as scarecrow arguments that I'm sure we're going to hear against cannabis law reform tonight. First, I would like to point out that despite a supervisor otherwise saying so at the executive committee meeting, I am most certainly not fine because someone else with MS is stable. My case has been aggressive in terms of relapse, attacking both the brain and the spinal cord. I have already failed 2 disease-modifying treatments, and I do have a medical need for more than just, excuse me, I'm having a difficult time tonight, more than just the CBD compound in cannabis. But as I stated last week at Executive, I'm not just in favor of medical, I support full legalization of cannabis. It's also come to my attention that some are trying to say that this is a left-wing effort to get people to the polls. I think getting people to the polls is a good thing, so I'm not really sure what the argument is there. But I'm the one who used social media marketing to promote what you see here tonight, these people. I am a political independent, and I did this through my page, The Green Bay Sausage. Right now, we are surrounded by medical states that are starting to take the plunge into full legal cannabis. It's already here. It's coming here from every direction around us and not benefiting the state of Wisconsin. Legalizing and regulating would not only put Wisconsin ahead of the game as far as the other states around us in this industry, put us ahead of the game with its potential revenues, but it would safeguard against money getting funneled right out of the state into illegal markets. Cannabis is a competitive field and we don't want to get left behind. Yet state lawmakers are tone deaf to our message, which is why we speak to the Brown County Board of Supervisors tonight. No one else is listening. Throughout the night, you will hear people talk about economics and potential tax revenue of cannabis. I want to touch on jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Everybody loves jobs, right? On the job search site Indeed.com, the keyword marijuana brings up over 4,000 jobs throughout the legal states. I've printed out some of the jobs I'm qualified for. A video editor in LA, a visual content specialist in Denver, social media manager in Ohio. Positions in this industry have a wide range from the unskilled bud trimmer positions to physicians and attorneys. It is my hope competitive cannabis industry careers can be available in Brown County someday. I urge you to vote in favor of both advisory referendums for medical and recreational cannabis. The people, as you can see here tonight, would really like to have their voices heard on this matter. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker, Joel Denny.
Nor voted in any event industry-wide. The area of the UP that voted for and are supportive are college areas like Marquette, The whole highway and corridor leading to it is unsupportive and does not want anything to do with the industry, the tourism, and not the people it brings. It's too fucking cold for
this. I'm all layered up. I came prepared.
It's too cold. I'm too cold.
Oh, look at this. I'm smoking. I'm smoking a joint outside and the world didn't end. How did Eric Hoyer put it? I didn't jump out of some after school special. Is that what he said?
It is freezing.
That's why I asked where your coat was.
It's in my car.
Medical marijuana, that's something the incoming governor is open to. Is that something the Senate would take a look at?
No, I don't see it. I don't see the support. I don't support it. So I'm not sure. I hope the governor doesn't come up with some type of fictitious number.
Hi, I'm Eric Enrick. I'm out here standing in a pothole, holding a chunk of road. Pothole, 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 chunk of road. Standing in a pothole, holding a chunk of road. Pothole, chunk of road.
Standing in a pothole, holding a chunk of road.
Chunk of road. Standing in a pothole, holding a chunk of road. Chunk of road. Pothole, pothole.
Welcome to Mayor Candidates of Green Bay Jeopardy! I'm your host, Carl. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. I'm Pat Buckley. I used to be a cop. I own some Subway restaurants. Subway is not a restaurant. It's a chain where dreams go to die. My favorite movie is RoboCop. I hate hippies and I like to run around and say pew 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 when I'm in a mood. I'm Eric Genrick. I'm the next mayor of Green Bay. Look, I'm Joe Moore. I'm a write-in candidate, and I punch dinosaurs in the face. Okay, here's the board. Eric, we'll start with you. Thanks, Earl. My name is not Earl. I know. I'll take socialism for 800. I bet you will. This could solve homelessness. What is universal basic income? Job applications. Your answer has to be in the form of a question. Job applications? That's not what are houses. Clever, but no. The correct answer was weed. This morning, I'm about 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. I'm outside smoking a cigarette because I can't smoke in my apartment. And my downstairs neighbor comes out. And I should back up a little bit. So about a week and a half ago, I was coming home from a friend's house, and he was letting his dog out and stopped me and said, "Do you live in an apartment 4?" I'm like, "Yes." So can you keep it down up there? And I was really confused, like, 'cause I don't play loud music or do anything loud here. It's just me here. Very rarely do I even have company. But he said that I'm making too much noise walking around the apartment. And I said, well, he said, I have MS, so my walk is a little stompier than maybe some other walks. I said, but if you hear extra noise upstairs, it probably means I'm struggling to get around, so have a nice day. So anyway, fast forward to this morning, I'm outside smoking my cigarette, talking to my friend Lisa, who also has MS and witnessed this conversation. But he comes out and starts screaming at me, "You know, I was fucking nice about it the first time. People are trying to sleep." Mind you, it is 6:30 in the morning. Some people are like up for the day, getting ready to work on maybe videos and stuff, you know.
But so I tell him, I'm like, dude, other people pay to live here. Like, there's nothing wrong with me existing and walking around my apartment, right? Like,
Okay, I'm gonna sing a song about puppies. Filming felony, alright, ready? Cha-cha-cha! Puppies are so stupid, I wanna kiss them. Puppies are so stupid, I wanna kiss them. Puppies are so stupid, I wanna kiss them. Puppies are so stupid, so stupid. Puppies are so stupid because they're not cats. Puppies. Ow! Just let yourself go. 'Cause everybody pees and everybody poops sometimes.
The Supreme Court just overturned Governor Evers' order to delay the spring election. Oh no! We've had plenty of fair warning to request an absentee ballot. Now those who waited until the 11th hour can't vote. I blame Republicans. It's all their fault. I think we're being hacked again. Blasted Russians! Hi everyone. I just wanted to remind everyone to mark their ballots for Donald Trump. I think we're being hacked for realsies this time. Enough of this partisan bullshit.
it's the Green Bay Sausage, here to bring us comedy in our time of need.
That's not why I'm here. We're going to listen to a stupid pothead with stupid hair. Silence! This is my realm. Holy shit. Oh, hi Chris. Nice beard. Oh, thank you. I grew it myself. Look, everyone, throughout history, people have given their lives to form and protect our democratic republic, for our right to free speech, to assemble, to worship, to buy, process, branded shit. Oh yeah, and the right to vote. Need I tell you the stats on people who had died to protect your right to cast your vote on April 7th? Are you insane? I didn't think someone so funny would be this angry. I knew. I hope she zapped someone else. Not me, though. That would totally mess up my beard. I knew she was a Republican. I'm not a fucking Republican. Well, you're not a Democrat either. You're right. I'm not. I'm an American. Political parties are half the damn problem because they tell people how to think based on their brand of choice. If you're blue, you have to think like this, and if you're red, you have to think like that. We're in the middle of a national so-called crisis, and all I see is us versus them, blame, and partisan propaganda out there. That's why I like local elections so much. They're nonpartisan, or at least they're supposed to be. I believed in you people. You're supposed to be our nonpartisan leaders, and so many of you are acting like partisan followers. But lives are at stake. Your life is at stake every time you get in a car. Every breath you take could be your last, from anything. But I'm scared. If you're scared, put on a face mask and some gloves like you would to go to the grocery store and do your civic duty and vote. Or get on a plane and go to North Korea and fucking stay there. Those who would give up liberty, who would give up their voices, who would give up their freedom for the illusion of security deserve to be North fucking Korea'd. Whoa. It's going to take a year or more to develop a vaccine. Are you going to hide away until then? Are you going to hide away come the presidential election in November? I don't have gloves. Then use a condom. See? Like this. Use a body condom if you have to. I don't care. Just vote. And, keep a few condoms handy so that you're protected when whoever you vote for screws you. Huh. Good evening, comrades. This is Sister Wendy Coriel reporting live from the bowels of Oconto, Wisconsin for this special spring election 2020 internet report for homies and comrades. Comrades, brothers and sisters, if you have checked your mail today in the northeast Wisconsin area, you might have been gifted with some campaign lit from Comrade John Nygren.
This campaign lit is a great gift because I think that this material, this paper, is softer than the newspaper and coffee filters some of us have been hoarding in case we run out of the real stuff. So thank you, Comrade Nygren, for this soft gift. I have never been so excited in my life because now I can finally cast my vote for our dear leader, the person that's gonna set us all free, comrades, Joe Biden. What an honor it's going to be to vote for Comrade Biden. I can't wait. Now, if for some reason, there's your presidential choices right there. If for some reason you don't want to just vote for Joe Biden, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to vote for Comrade Biden, but if for some reason you don't, there's a spot there that says uninstructed delegation. You can leave it up to the DNC delegation to choose for you. And of course they're going to choose Comrade Biden because he is the bestest comrade candidate. That's all I have to report on for now, comrades. I think that I'm going to look out my window and figure out exactly where I'm supposed to find a witness to sign my ballot during these times. Good evening, brothers and sisters. May you all be well.
On with it so I can get ready for Thanksgiving. You're having Thanksgiving dinner? Wow. That's obnoxious. You know, no, it's not. What's obnoxious is our freedoms and even humanity being taken before our very eyes while people remain compliant and frozen like frightened sheep. We lose the warmth of a smile wearing masks. Social distancing has robbed us of hugs and human contact. Lockdowns broke the economy, smashed small businesses into nothing but rubble. In some countries, the suicide rate of 1 month has far surpassed all COVID deaths in that country. People need a break. But whatever. Go ahead. Raise taxes. For the resistance will forever remember this day. When globalist commies threaten to take over the world, you can always count on the resistance to fight them. Starring Alder Vanderleest, Alder Burnett, Alder Johnson, Alder Weary. Hey, I'll roll with you sometimes if I can be in this sweet resistance propaganda piece. Fine, whatever. Alder Stoyer. Sometimes. Not all the time, though. State Representative Sortwell. Supervisor Evans. Wendy Coriel. I just sit in front of my computer. I'm not Elliot Christensen. How are the content creators being dragged into this? And the one and only legendary and possibly immortal Guy Zimma. Join the few, the brave, the strong, the resist. Boring. I even asked you to bring me to St. Vincent afterwards and you refused, Mom.
Because the same thing would have happened there.
No, you don't know that.
Well, it was 3:30 in the morning when I got home, and I was already very tired. And
That must have been. You brought me here in the state that I was in. You kissed me on the head and left me here for over 3 weeks. You didn't check in up on me. You don't really care. I don't think you really care, Mom.
I do care, but I am not going to let you bully me either.
So standing up for my life is bullying you.
We don't need to go into this right now.
What is that reason?
I will not go into it.
What is the reason?
I will not
Is
go
it
into
because of the video that I made? Is that why?
Videos.
Oh, it's because of the videos talking about what actually happened? I was sexually abused by my father when I was 11 years old.
Not long after my father served his year, he pulled into the driveway when I, my mom, and Rick were outside. I ran in the house, terrified, hiding. My mom came in and demanded that I speak to my father. I said I didn't want to, but she made me, saying that I had to because it was my dad. My mom was sometimes horribly cruel to me. On one occasion, when I was about 3, I was on a shopping trip with my mom and her friend. They left me in the parking lot and drove off, laughing as I cried. There were people outside watching me cry, and no one helped me. My mom and her friend came to get me about 5 minutes later, which seemed like a lifetime in that situation. My mom and her friend literally laughed in my face, thinking it was funny that I was upset. I was then scolded for crying. This was one of the first experiences that I can recollect. She hit me, knocked the wind out of me. I remember I thought I was going to die because I couldn't breathe. She stripped me completely naked and dragged me outside by my hair. She proceeded to spray me with the hose and lock me outside. I remember being cold and scared that passing cars would see me. My mom would send me to ride my bike on the highway, Highway 32, to get groceries and mail. Not long after my father served his year, he pulled into the driveway when I, my mom, and Rick were outside. I ran in the house, terrified, hiding. My mom came in and demanded that I speak to my father. I said I didn't want to, but she made me, saying that I had to because it was my dad. So I did, and he convinced me to go on an outing with him. Both my mom and Rick allowed this to happen, but most everything that I went through, I hid, protecting my mom, thinking that she had my best interest at heart. Unhappy at home one day, I ran away to a place in Pulaski where many runaways would end up, the woman who lived there being happy to take care of troubled youth. I got caught and was subsequently institutionalized. I spent a month at Fox Valley Hospital. This would not be the last time I was locked up. It's obvious now that I had PTSD issues from neglect. I was diagnosed bipolar and put on lithium. It wasn't long after my release that my mom would allow me and the friend I made at the hospital to go for an overnight with my father. Is that why? So, are you hoping I die so you don't have to think about that anymore?
No.
Because those things are real and those things happen. And I tried to get a counselor, but I had to wait until August. I still wouldn't have my appointment. So I did what I needed to do to deal with my own trauma. And I have that right. This is my life. And this is my life right now.
I'm not talking about, there's been a lot of them.
What was so bad about me telling the truth?
Not those. Although you also did bring up your my abortion, which has nothing to do with it.
I brought up your abortion because you have once told me that it wasn't your abortion, it was you must be a punishment for my abortion because you are a burden. You said that to me when I went to your place when they were spraying here, and that's why I never went back and kept staying here when they were spraying for bugs. You said that to me.
You will always be angry at me, Wendy.
I have every right to be angry
That's
about
fine.
that kind.
I
That's
accept
verbal abuse.
That
I have
you
a
have
right.
verbally abused me.
When?
Many times. Many times.
When I fight back, Mom?
I don't need to tolerate that.
Did you go downstairs and call my daughter?
No.
Why did I get a message that says, so why are you mad at Grandma? You wanted her to take care of you, so that's what she's doing. If you continue to treat her poorly, you will find you will be completely alone. And if you're upset about her seeing those videos, I showed them to her because I was concerned and can't drive there myself. Grandma was scared to come down, so she sent the insurer because she didn't know what else to do. And I told her, I'm too sick for this pointless drama. This is going to make me relapse worse. Your idea of pointless drama is when someone says anything to you that you don't like. No one gets special treatment in life. I am trying to save my life. Why did you go downstairs? Why does Briar know about this? Tell me the truth.
I did not call her.
You
I sent
messaged
her
her.
a Facebook
Why?
message
Why?
because she's the one who showed me the videos.
Why did you need to do that?
So that if you contacted her,
You are
No.
pissed because I
no, I
exposed
am
you.
not pissed. How did you expose me? Your attitude makes it worse.
My attitude has nothing to do with it. Look at how you are treating me. Look at what you just did. You
is
left
not a
me up
bad
here.
thing.
You blocked the walkway. I had to go out with my walker, get my own medicine. I'm already very weak. I have to do another appointment. You left me up here so you could go message Breyer about pointless drama.
That's not-
You
I
leave
was
my
in the-
bedroom.
I was
Go
in
in the
here.
living room, please.
I was in here.
Go,
and I messaged-
leave my room, please.
I don't need to do anything for you.
I will
came
call
up
the
with a-
police if you don't stop.
Call the police.
Get out of my room.
Call the police.
Get out of my room.
You do not have the right to treat me like this
You
either.
are mistreating me. I am
not.
in very bad shape.
You use such an excuse.
MS is an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but you run with it.
I'm not doing anything but trying to save my life. I'm better now, and what do? The same
See,
shit.
the same-
You are
same
abusing
stuff.
me now.
No, you abuse yourself, and you abuse everyone around you. That's
By
why you
trying
have
to
no
fight
friends.
for my life.
That's why you have no friends, and why all the friends in your life disappeared.
You can go home.
That's
I can't
ridiculous.
do any more stress today.
We just won't talk.
I already canceled the appointment. You can go home.
Okay. If that's
I
what you
need
want.
my apartment key.
Okay.
What you did today was wrong. What you did messaging Breyer was wrong. You have wronged me a lot throughout my life, and you have taken zero accountability for it. That's why I made those videos. Literally been dying for over 2 weeks. And this is how my family treats me. I hope that as I continue to tell my story, that you learn some things about me. But as you see what I've been through and what I've overcome and what I've tried to do with my life, I hope that it gives some of you out there hope. I hope that you realize that if you've been through trauma and you've been holding it in, you're not alone.
Good morning, this is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. This is Wendy. As far as the doing business, I'm supposed to have help this weekend. I'll slide a Schedule C under your door. I'm at a net operating loss. I have been. You accused me of fraudulent activity, and I recorded it. Do not ever do that again, and I will be taking action. I am very ill, and all of this stress is making me worse. I also have some letters from my neurologist, including the medical need for central air.
You have central air.
No, I don't have central air. I have regular air conditioning. Central air is where you can control the temperature.
Okay, Wendy, you knew we didn't have central air.
You accused me of fraudulent activity.
Because you are not telling us that you own your own business.
Yes, I did. Go look at my original application. My Schedule C is attached. And my Schedule C. And my Schedule C. You have my... Yes, you do. Yes, you absolutely do. I have all of my paperwork. You have my Schedule C.
I do not have that on my computer.
You weren't working here when I moved in. I turned in my Schedule C. Nobody requested it. It is not an income. It is a net operating loss. If you need it, I'll give it to you. But you do not have the right to accuse a tenant of being fraudulent because they're running a business without asking for documentation, and you know it, and this will get reported to HUD, and I will take, if I live, I will take legal action. And I mean it. And I have every single memo from bedbugs. I have so much on this place. I would not mess with me.
The bedbugs have been resolved.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because I have so much evidence of bites and nobody did anything about it.
There is a lot here. A lot from before when you were here. There's a lot from before you were here. But when you accuse me, when I'm just trying to call to get my nutrition, and you bring this up, you bring up fraudulent, you accuse me of something I didn't do. I am a public figure, you know that, right?
You put this letter under my door?
Yes, and I have every right to do that, and I have Spectrum customer service, I have that recorded too.
Okay.
And this is being recorded too. Everything. Do not try this again. I will be taking legal action, and this will...
You take care of yourself, okay?
You
Thank you.
get a lawyer.
Bye-bye.
Personally suing you too. Fucking bitch. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna try to give a tour. It's easier for me to do this and talk in a mirror than to flip the camera around. So sorry about that, but I'm starting out in the master bathroom. So before I get started with the tour, Chris Weary, I'm gonna tag you in this. Thank you so much. Thank you also, Missy. Chris, I sent your bungee thingies, the things that you clip down the trailer with Missy. So we'll have to organize for you to pick them up or for her to drop them off. But I figured instead of making you run back to Menominee to pick them up, it might be better if I sent them to Green Bay. I don't know if you can like kind of gauge how big this place actually is. So when I'm just walking about, I'm so used to being in a tiny little space. Just setting this up, I'm probably gonna, I already feel like I've got some of my strength back, even though I'm weak and struggling to breathe because of all the movement and excitement and whatever. This is the nicest place that I've ever lived. And I feel like, hold on, I'm like talking, you know. I feel like everything that I've went through, everything that I've tried to do right, I was wondering why haven't things worked out? And finally something works out. My rent here is $202. Obviously, if I get part-time work, it'll go up a little bit. But even if I don't find work or lose my job or something like that, it would be based $200 just with my disability income. I feel so blessed to be here. I'm so lucky to be here. But I also feel like maybe God's finally shining something down and saying, Wendy, you've worked hard and you've had a lot of struggles. So here's your reward. Here's your happy ending.
Oh, you look nice today, Wendy. You're in your new age attire.
I went shopping today.
Where'd you go shopping?
I went to Mystical Me in Menominee, Michigan.
Okay, what's Mystical Me exactly?
It's a spiritual store.
Like
spiritual
what?
books.
Like religious stuff?
No, not that kind of spiritual books.
Okay.
Like new age, pagan type
books. Oh, that sounds like my kind of place.
Yes.
Are you sick of tyranny? Well, you're in the right place.
Welcome to Tyranny Watchers. We're here with Elliot and Chris and me, Wendy, and today we're going to talk about tyranny and the impending Civil War.
Well, I mean, is it a foregone conclusion it's happening?
I don't know. Should we take a vote?
I mean, are we in charge of this?
Yeah, kind of. I think we are. I think kind of. I think.
Who you talk to? Yeah. There's some, right? It's long overdue. You know, they're surprised it hasn't happened already.
Should I introduce myself again, or should I introduce you, or you gonna introduce me? This is my favorite fast food mascot, Wendy.
I'm not really a fast food mascot.
That's pretty much the only thing I learned from living in America is that there is Wendy. I didn't know that before. That's the only thing I learned.
The Wendy's restaurant. Yeah, I don't have the red hair, but I do have the pigtails. So there's that.
There you go.
There's that. So last time we did a collaboration, we were talking about some of the restrictions that Germany was facing. And today I wanted to just discuss basically from a international point of view discussion some of the things that we see happening. The talk about the global agenda.
I'm here in beautiful Menominee, Michigan. sitting with the lovely Wendy Coriel. She has brought her genius to the state of Michigan. Very big loss for the state of Wisconsin. But she sometimes graces us with a little special video with her friend, the Demon.
Well, I do. Every
and of course, that Demon is very smart, and she's very smart, so it's a wonderful conversation they have. I recommend it to the whole wide world. And there you have it, the story of Wendy Coriel in her Michigan luxury apartment, the old Lloyd building. Thank you, folks.
That's all I get, huh?
I can't really define what a woman is. Taboo conversation, not a biologist. What if they say that I'm a transphobe? Naturally, I'm worried if I'll be cancelled. Psych, I give no fucks, being double X is great. Not like X and Y's would know. Oh, oh, oh. What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman anymore? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman anymore? Dick, 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 man can't have periods, bro. Meeting women, it's for to embarrass yourself. You've got a fucking penis, but competing in my space. Born to make sperm and make babies. You'll never have the double X sex chromosome. I know it's so messed up how nature picks our roles for sure, but that's life, so suck it up. Oh, oh, oh. Look at your crotch now. You're still not quite female. You've got your $1 million dick rack, but you've still got a nutsack. What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman anymore? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman anymore?
For this video is to show that just because somebody has a certain label doesn't mean they're the enemy and incapable of critical thinking and incapable of seeing the other side and incapable of caring about people who are on the other side. And this is very important to me because it's very important to me.
You cared enough about me to put this up on the internet to show you.
Yes! If you were going to show and tell me, what would you say? Mine, hopefully.
I picked her up at a garage sale for a good price.
You remember before when I was saying I love you, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you?
Okay, that's good enough. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my trimming for our video. You didn't get to see Tony. I should turn this thing around here for a second. Can I get you in the video? Okay, what are you trimming? That's good, that's good.
What the hell's going on here?
What? Did you commit there to multi-green
We're dancing, that's what, guys. I'm gonna get guy dancing. Oh my god, yes!
Dancing! What's happening?
Oh, I feel bad for everybody that didn't make it today.
What are you doing? Trying to break your camera?
Oh, you are doing the video.
I am. Today on Tyranny Watchers. Yeah, we're getting up where the fire trucks are and shit. In the process of recovering when a cop knocked on my door. Now, it appeared as a wellness check, but the accusation was that I'm suicidal, which I'm not, and that I'm telling people their days are numbered. I was channeling spirit. I explained that. I was channeling spirit and reading Bible quotes. I'm not going to bring karma to anybody. I'm just the messenger. But this is more unnecessary stress. This is unnecessary stress. All I was telling people to do was be good humans. I think that I've been trying to lead by example.
You grew from this situation. Whoever
And
you are.
I explained to the cop that I have MS and that I am in active relapse. When he asked if I needed anything, I said I could use a ventilator.
Every single person that even lifted a pinky to try to hurt you, whoever you are, they about to feel it so bad. Spirit, what is this? This is heavy. Not like this.
I can't even leave my apartment. Nobody talks to me.
Judgment.
How dare anybody make a report like that?
They were warned.
How dare you?
Oh, my disciples. So God definitely do not touch his chosen. Don't touch his chosen. Look at that strength card.
And I'll tell you what,
You definitely had to overcome some challenges here.
the cop seemed intimidated, even though I was shaking like this.
Because they hear mischief and play. They like mischief and play. They pick the right ones. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing.
So whoever filed that report, shame on you.
My patience will leave. I'll catch you on the way down. Burn their fake crowns. When they come against me, they beg and they plead to fake truth.
Even the goddess of war needs to feel sexy sometimes. Try Red Door Cologne, and maybe you too will achieve the status of a god. Probably not though, because you're weak. But it's still good for you. Bye-bye. And by that I mean bye-bye world.
But I'm still Wendy, I'm still cute, I'm still Wendy, I'm still cute. But this is the monster you painted me as, so I'm going to fucking profit off of it. Deuces, I win, bye-bye. Oh!
Citizens, employees, and elected officials are being spied on at City Hall.
Release the annoying, misled activists we've been using. In fact, send one of our ChatGPT AI robots to lead them. Mwahaha!
I identify as a non-binary robot, even though I am literally composed on binary functions.
I identify as a non-binary robot.
I identify as a non-binary robot.
I identify as a non-binary robot.
Yeah, you tell him. If we can't have a rainbow flag, we will literally...
I fear you're mistaken. The disabled, fire-breathing, bisexual, furry starseed pagan from the planet Lyra is one of ours.
Expect me to say a lot more.
Well, poop on a Rice Krispie treat, it's that f***ing lion again.
It's come to my attention that citizens, employees, and
Mir ist
elected officials are being
aufgefallen,
spied
dass
on
im
at City
Rathaus
Hall.
Bürger, Angestellte und Angestellte ausspioniert werden.
In a flagrant flaunting of federal and state law and direct
einer
defiance of our own city policy,
Durchaustellung
audio
von Bundes-
recording
und
devices are
Landesgesetzen.
present.
Hi, my name is Wendy, and I'm a digital media specialist.
Let me show you a little bit of what I can do.
No disaster other than that one time has ever happened but that one time.
Now, one of the things I'm most known for is my creative mind and my political parodies.
I guess it's time to make my mark and break glass ceiling and a few balls too.
I can't believe it's another year at Davos, and once again, no one cared about me enough to get me a pet lap cat.
I've also done print media, logos, and websites. But my favorite thing to create is video. I've also been working with entry-level Python and GPT-3 to fine-tune and customize a chatbot. Your target demographic is small businesses who want to build a business space in the metaverse. That's what you're going to try to pitch. Can you help?
Absolutely. Metaverse is the perfect platform for small businesses looking to expand their reach and grow. Our custom 3D world offers endless possibilities for businesses to build a unique and vibrant space where they can host virtual meetings and conferences, showcase their products and services, and even sell and deliver digital goods. With Metaverse, small businesses can stand out in a crowded market, expand to new audiences, and find success on their own terms. Make the Metaverse your business destination today.
Awesome, Phoenix. Okay, the first card is the Strength in the reverse. So Strength is, in my mind, the Leo card, since this is a Leo reading. You know, they may be feeling weak. They may be searching for their strength.
The card of Strength encourages the collective to seek their inner courage and find the strength to press on and take action, even when the journey ahead seems impossible. The runestone I have drawn is Uras, and it is associated with strength and courage.
I'm open for part-time remote work as well as remote contract work on a short-term basis. Visit www.wendy.work for more information. Or just send me a message. So people are already asking me about Catcoin, the hot new digital currency. They're asking if I'm selling it yet. Right now, Catcoin is just on the XRPL test net, so it exists, but it is not available for trading yet. But it will be. See, first I have to figure out a use for it, because with the SEC suing Ripple Labs and the fact that Catcoin is built on XRPL, I need regulatory clarity before it can be just traded as a cryptocurrency. However, it can be used as a digital currency to buy tokens for something like an app or a game, so that's where the project is right now. I hope that clears a few things up, and please stay tuned to this channel to learn the latest about Catcoin and stay up to date on the news. Alright, peace, love, light, and kittens, and Catcoin. Bye-bye. People, what do you, ugh, but here we go, let's.
Hello, Wendy. Sorry to get worried about you. I'm here in Menominee, but you haven't answered your phone. I thought that's turned off or what? But anyway, get this message, give me a call. I'll come and visit.
I don't trust you right now.
Hello, Wendy. I can't remember your number, your room number. I got 207. I don't think that's it. But anyway, I'm trying to worry about you. I don't know if I should get a welfare check or what.
Oh my God. Fuck you.
Laying on the floor or something. Anyway,
busy. Fuck that shit. But if that happens, again, I showed the Tupers, he's like stalking. That's 4 times after he treated me like crap and I posted public videos about ranting about it. So if I end up with a welfare check, I'm going to spin that right back around and say, you might want to do a welfare check on him and then do a welfare check on Ian And you might want to look into why he's all up my butt. After slamming me down, and do you see yourself, and trying to basically, like, make me feel bad about myself. I'm in my power. I've shown it. I just, like, I'm standing in self-confidence, walking away from somebody else has been making me feel like less than a bit, not intentionally, but this motherfucker does it intentionally. So I just texted him, I'm busy. It better stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like, stalker. Do I have to get some legal something? I mean, 4 times in one day, that's excessive. You don't get to, oh, I'm starting to worry. You called 4 times in one Saturday on a fucking weekend. Will you just expect me to sit here? Oh, I wonder if Guy will call me and want to come over. You had your chance to see me last weekend. I traveled to you. I traveled to him, but he was too important. And then when he did finally talk to me, what did he do? He fucking tried to, like, belittle me. Fuck that. Fuck you. Maybe I just don't want to talk to you. And I'll tell you that when I'm not having my day to try to create content and be in my power and be in my peace. Fucking with my peace. Calling me 4 times, ringing my bell, and then saying something about a wellness check. Oh, maybe laying on the floor. Fuck you. You know I'm fine. If I'm on the internet, I'm fine. I'm just trying to remind people that I got nuts I can flex too. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean I'm weak or that I'm a toy or that you can piss all over me and poop all over me and then try to come running in and visit and act like everything's fine. It's not. It's not with you. It's fine with me. It's not with us. It's not fine. But the fuck if you're going to sit there and call me 4 times when I'm trying to have a peaceful Saturday, and I've made that clear from the beginning of the day to the internet. And to that, when I don't answer the first call, Guy, there's been days that you don't return my call. I don't sit there and call you 4 times going, oh my God, I'm so concerned because it's been a whole day. You said I'm so full of myself, and look at what happens when I take a day for myself. Who's the one that's full of himself that you think you have that kind of fucking access to me? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for enjoying a day by myself in peace. And that's some bullshit. And you know that that will stress me out. Do I have to get an attorney, Mr. Zimmer? Ooh. Spirit said, go get him. I should text back, I'm busy because I'm too full of myself. Don't you know what, Guy? Don't you see yourself? Badgering, pestering, obsessing over? You're not really worried about me, Guy. Don't even play that bullshit. You think I'm stupid? Come on. Come on. Shit. Now you're proving everybody that was against you right. Again, I don't ignore the blessings and certainly not the lessons. And I definitely see the irony and some of the lessons we could learn from each other. I definitely see that. But Guy makes it seem like I'm the hard one to care about. And I'm not. I'm really not. My cat of 16 years passed away this morning. And she was more than just a cat. I live very isolated. And my 2 cats are my steady companions, right? With the one being the one I was very, very close to. I've never bonded with an animal quite like this. I've bonded with a lot of animals, but never quite like this. And, you know, the crazy thing is, if I look back, I don't know if anything could have been changed, but maybe it could have been made more comfortable earlier on.
And she'd go in there and says, chocolate milk, please. And she'd drink a glass of chocolate milk and I'd have a cracker with cheese on it. And then she'd go up to the counter and say, "My blue, please." And I'd get it free blue. So then the dairy, of course, I couldn't explain to Wendy that there was no chocolate milk there. So she went into the bank and she looked all over and no chocolate milk. And so she went over to one of the ladies, tell her, "Where's the chocolate milk? There's no chocolate milk here." So everybody starts laughing. What a character.
I am the angel of death, of narrative. This is my human form, so you may feel more comfortable. I am here to unite the nations in segment for instruction. I brought the goddess food that I tested. Fight to make all lives valid. This is my human form, so you may feel more comfortable. This is my human form, so you may feel more comfortable. I am here to unite the nations and to prevent further destruction from the goddess. I brought Sekhmet to the Pride Fest. I fight to make all lives matter.
This is my human form, so that you may feel more comfortable, peasant.
This is my human form, so you may feel more comfortable, peasant.
I am here to try to prevent further destruction from Sekhmet.
I'm here to try to prevent further destruction from Sekhmet.
For you see, I am her only weakness.
For you see, I am her only weakness.
I am her heart.
I am her heart.
I brought Sekhmet to the Pride Fest in Green Bay.
I brought Sekhmet to the Pride Fest in Green Bay.
So that I could help unite the nations of the world.
So I could help unite the nations of the world.
So I could show all of you that I want to unite the nations.
I want to unite the nations.
The first thing I need to unite is the left and the right.
The first thing I need to unite is the left and the right.
I brought Sekhmet to the Pride Fest in Green Bay.
I brought Sekhmet to the Pride Fest in Green Bay.
So that she could remember who she was.
So that she can remember who she was.
And what's worth fighting for.
And what's worth fighting for.
I have a soft spot in my heart for the LGBT community.
I have a soft spot in my heart for the LGBT community.
I have a soft spot in my heart. I have a soft spot in my heart for every human.
I have a soft spot in my heart for every human.
But you have been disappointing me and Sekhmet.
But you have been disappointing me and Sekhmet.
So you need to learn.
So you need to learn.
That all lives matter.
That all lives matter.
Women lives.
Women lives.
All lives matter.
All lives matter.
I want you to see that all lives matter.
I want you to see that all lives matter.
Louder and with more power. Tell them, Tony.
I want you to see that all lives matter.
Women lives.
Women lives.
Democrat lives.
Democrat lives.
Republican lives.
Republican lives.
Black lives.
Black lives.
White lives.
White lives.
Chinese lives.
Chinese lives.
American lives.
American lives.
Every human being on Earth.
Every human being on Earth.
But if you keep fucking up.
But if you keep on fucking up.
You're all going to burn.
You're all going to burn.
And nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
So be better.
So be better.
Be nice.
Be nice.
Or else.
Or else.
Thank you for watching the new and improved version of the Green Bay sausage. If you enjoyed this, stick around. There's more yet to come. Now, if you excuse me, me and my angel have to unite. Bye-bye! You're gonna let me die. Die. You were gonna let me die. And you didn't give a fuck.
Look, Klaus, I got a PM that you needed a former PM. It's me, Tony Blair, and I'm kind of irrelevant now, but, you know, Tonys have a way of trying to slither back in the good graces of the public, even after they have proven themselves very untrustworthy. Maybe someday people will learn to stop trusting me, but until then, hey, we have to agree with that Pfizer fella. Seriously, I think every country is in a contract with them. They got us by the balls.
I'm a woman, I don't have balls.
Miss Georgieva, everyone knows gender is a social construct. I mean, Pfizer is here. You could get an addictomy right now and get even bigger balls than me. And trust me, it took some big balls to show my face here like the weapon of mass distraction that I am. But honestly, we have to think about the bottom line of the pharmaceutical companies so we can profit on all the injectables. And if the injectables are unsafe and people die, great. Peasants are a waste of carbon anyway.
This is pretty exciting, and it's a lot better than using fish mocks. I set up remote. I had to really fight to get antibiotics without going for labs, but I wasn't strong enough to do that. I'm feeling a little bit better. And she wanted to do at first amoxicillin. It's amoxicillin something. It's got something added to it that's supposed to make it more stronger against resistant. And I remember that's usually what she would prescribe, and I never do well on it. It's always messed me up more. So I told her, I'm like, I just want something tried and true, like childhood type antibiotic, right? Because I don't know, like, she was so hesitant, and I'm like, antibiotics really should be over the counter. She's like, oh, but then there's like resistance. That's because freaking pharma keeps making more and more stronger and like creating that. Like, if we would have just stuck to the tried and true and try to like utilize diet and health and you know, proper hygiene and whatever to reduce the need for this kind of thing. But that's just my opinion. At least that's just what I want to do for my body, because the more gentle the better, because like even this is really rough on my system. But she's like, doopy-doo. It's just like when I got the Tdap. Like when Tdap, the shot first came out, it was only approved for one use, and all of a sudden it you know, you can get it multiple times, and well, there's a lot. But
this stuff, the pink stuff, if anybody remembers when they were kids and you had like an ear infection or something, and you get the pink medicine, right? That tastes like cotton candy, kind of. I don't know. It tastes good. Like, it's the kind of medicine you're like, oh my God, I want more. I don't think I was the only one when it came to the pink stuff. But as I was talking to her, I'm like, it's got to be liquid because I can swallow, but like pills, no, I wouldn't be able to. I can swallow liquid pretty good. And like oatmeal, if it's like really milked down, but because, I was flared up, like swallowing's difficult, right? So I'm like, something tried and true, liquid, maybe like the pink stuff that like we used to, everybody remembers when, and what do you know? I got the pink stuff. I wonder if she like, oh my God. Like, I wonder, like, when she put in the thing, if she's, like, gets flavored pink or whatever. I wonder. But, I don't know, like, now it seems like I intimidate them. Like, they're always acting like I'm just gonna blow up. And, like, Bellin can kiss my butt. Like, when I log into my patient portal, like, it says connect to your records from Bellin. Like, it's just ridiculous. But, I'm pretty sure the truth's the truth is already out there, but I'm pretty sure that anyway, yeah. So it's been a stressful week. The week is not quite over, and I still have stuff to figure out and planning to do. I guess planning and probably packing at some point, depending on how things go. Sooner the better, because I just can't do this here anymore. I just can't. It's ridiculous here, and people are seriously almost like, to harm me, I think. It's like almost, it's like a really hot, sometimes like almost, I don't know, like I have a neighbor, like it just gets explosive with people around here, and it's like I just want to find peace and healing, and maybe a doctor that listens and people that can kind of help, and just the team. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm still waiting for a couple things to fall into place. I could go ahead and start taking action, but I know there's like probably one more thing I got to do. There's something I want to make sure of and probably get in writing, and some other things. And then I don't know. I don't think the Green Bay's on the table, because I went back and looked at like everything that I've done for that city and that city for free. And nobody gives an F. There's no gratitude. So, and like, it seems like even my own family is like ashamed of me, which is very, very sad. Very sad. And I'm not even talking about my mom. I just don't exist. And, every other story, like, I've had a really hard life, but I've done some really good things. I've done some really stupid things throughout my life, too. I'm human. We all are. And as I've met people, it seems that, like, everybody has their sense of stupid, but I try to, still do the right thing, I guess. So, yeah, I'm going to take my energy, because I still have some talent in me, especially if I can get somewhere where there is peace and doctors and maybe a Whole Foods that delivers and a budget for that sort of thing, but maybe it's time to really try to spread my wings while I still can. And I'm kind of scared because I'm really sick, but if I can recover, if I can get this infection and this flare and this stress and all this under control, yeah. I've bounced back before, and even if I only bounce back somewhat, like, well, my brain will eventually, like, I'm still pretty dang clever.
even when I'm a derp, I'm still pretty dang clever, except for that period of time when I wasn't. I wonder what was going on then. I wonder if there's anything that I was unawares of that was kind of adding to that. That would be very interesting, you know. Yeah, I mean, I have some theories, but, you know, don't want to speculate or start any conspiracy theories as the former older gentleman that I was trying to date and thought that actually cared about me as a human being, but now I see kind of exactly what was probably going on there, and, well, it's, you know, it is what it is. You know, pretty much the entire past is what it is. I'm trying not to look back on it too much, but I am reflecting to an extent so that I can be more firm in my decision of just, you know, moving forward to somewhere. Again, I'm not sure where. I have a few ideas, but again, I'm not sure what I can handle. And even depending on where I go, it would be probably a longer journey. Like, you know, even for me, I don't think I could even handle like an 8-hour drive all in one go. I don't know if I could do a plane. So, you know, even to get wherever, it would take a while. So it will require probably some planning and help or something, or a teleporter. But, you know, I feel like everything comes as it's meant to in divine timing, and, you know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I'm still recovering and, like, actually wearing myself out speaking, which is kind of sad, but, you know, I'm still grateful because this could be a lot worse. With all the things that have been thrown at me, I am lucky to be speaking and sitting up and getting medicine. I mean, when I was going through this before, it was, yeah, it was something else. But a lot of that was, now, you know, if I would have had like flare-ups, like, you know, when I would notice something going on, I'd rest, even if I didn't want to. Not necessarily all the time, like sometimes rest would be just like sit here and kind of, but, you know, if things got overwhelming, I'd lay down or whatever, and just get rest. Unlike last time when I was starting to go into that scary relapse, which I've been through other ones, but I'm thinking back to Ballin. You know, it didn't start out terrible. There was stuff going on. It was scary enough for me to like, okay, probably need steroids, but I have like this infection, so I probably need to get, you know, antibiotics before they can start that, but get to the hospital. And I was pretty much tortured, and it just got made worse. And, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is, but if nothing else, I've kind of learned. That's where it would be interesting to get somewhere with, you know, a medical expert in MS, but it's really difficult because I don't trust the medical system. And when I went to the MS specialty clinic in Madison, their solution is go on the drugs, and I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that assessment. At least the kind of drugs that they have. I do really think that like a natural course and like taking good care of yourself and living a life of like as little stress as possible, like that's probably important, but I think that the drugs probably make it progress more, maybe in different ways, but not to mention it destroys the immune system more. See, and it's an autoimmune disorder, and the drugs by design are meant to weaken the immune system. So maybe you won't die from MS, but you actually will, because if you get hit with like a cold or a flu, because your immune system is weak, it's going to hit you harder, and then it may or may not make a relapse hit harder, because you're weakened already, and pow. So to me, there's not a lot of logic in it beyond how much profit there is in these medications. It's like over $60,000 a year. All the MS medications are blockbuster drugs. I shit you not. Back like when Prozac was a thing for kids, or, you know, when people were getting their Xanny bars or whatever the fuck it is that they do, right? These blockbuster drugs, usually at the end of the day, anything that's really popular and very profitable is not good for whoever's taking it.
whether it be addictive. I mean, Vioxx was a blockbuster drug too. And it killed like over 100,000 people. Like it pulled off the market. Well, if you look at some of these other medications, they kill a lot more people. You know, so yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. I gotta go put this back in the fridge, but I was just excited about this. So more healing and delicious healing makes me feel like a kid again. Except I don't have a mom that is gonna go get the medicine and shit. That's something. There were some times where she made sure I didn't die, and other times that she was probably trying to kill me, you know. I guess it balances out in the end. So anyway, back to the fridge you go. Peace, love, and light, and I might be getting a kitten eventually. I think. One way or another. I think I want a kitten. I think I do. But then I'm going to have to like find a friend wherever I go that really likes cats and kittens, somebody that likes my cat so much that they want to steal it but not actually do it, but that when, you know, when I'm no longer whatever, that they'll take care of the cat. Because, I mean, a cat, at this point, a cat might outlive me. That's kind of a weird thing to think. Damn. I still want a kitten, though. Anyway,